Oh, wow, that's interesting.
What would you do?
So
If it was 75%, I think you'd have to say, wow, that's interesting, what does that mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
better hire some new planning commissioners because we just voted that down, right?
Yeah.
The only reason for asking it to see, to me, would be to see a change in attitude from 10 years ago.
So, I mean, what
Just to see,
would the standards be?
yeah.
I have a modern house, modern in
I mean, to
'88.
say, I think it's one thing to have a quasi-recommended standard in a small area like densely populated area like the downtown. It's another to say that if you've got 20 acres of land someplace, you've got to have a, colonial, cedar shingle house on it,
I agree.
But, 70 to 80% of the population want it, but,
Except
it becomes a tyranny of the majority.
Yeah.
For everyone else.
Unless it's their ox getting bored.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I would agree with them, I don't see any reason to ask it.
That's right.
What do you think, as it stands with
Well, it's kind of already a done deal in the Jamestown Special Development District as a new zoning regulation.
What purpose would it serve?
design-
What purpose would it
Oh,
serve?
design
Because
guide.
basically,
It's not
when you get outside the village,
Right.
we're an eclectic community,
we got,
and there's no context that you could sort of,
no, I
put a
agree,
tempo
I
on it.
understand, I just need to understand that specific.
Okay, vote, take it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Which one did you have a question on?
40, I have to go back and find the number, it's on the previous page, 44C, and I've just wondered how that, if you could explain it to me, that's all, what it really
Let's
means.
see. Oh, it's a goal, yes, it's one of the goals from the comprehensive plan.
This is for affordable housing, right?
Yep.
And it says, let me just read it and make sure I understand it. Given the environmental constraints, should we strive to attain the 10% goal set by the state as much as possible? Do we have a choice?
The goal is strive to attain the 10% goal.
Isn't there a point at which, and I'm just asking questions, isn't
No,
there
I
a point at
think
which a
that-
private developer can come in if we haven't met that?
There is, but I mean, the question, the town could take a stance that it's unreasonable in Jamestown to meet the 10% goal and go at it from that angle with the state. I'm not saying that that's what we should do, I'm saying that that's the goal, and so we're just asking them if they agree with that.
Is the 10% a state goal or a state
It's a
mandate?
mandate, it's a mandate.
Well, I think you need to say to attain the 10%
Well,
mandate. set
next
by the
time when we
state.
update the plan, we can change the goals, but this is just the goals as they're stated in the last comprehensive plan. A, B, C, D are the goals from the last comprehensive plan. We're just asking people whether they agree. So we can either affirm those goals, or we can say, look, nobody agreed with that one anymore. We need to change it or get rid of it.
I would,
Yeah,
but it is a 10%
If it's a
mandate.
mandate, then I think we
We
should
should
say
I
it's a
think
mandate.
you need to, say it.
Whether or not it's one of our goals, if it's a state mandate, then we should say it's a state mandate in that particular sentence.
Even if you put it in parentheses.
Yeah, put a precedent.
On 46, does everybody think that we should, starting like about halfway through, the last sentence of the red area in the middle of 46, the preface, the Jamestown Affordable Housing Plan notes that, everything after that is basically quotes from the Affordable Housing Plan. Nancy felt that we should not She felt it was biased, but it's just fact, it's from the plan. Does anybody else see it that way?
I don't think I had a problem with it, but didn't she also reword these questions and give a recommended way to ask them differently?
Yeah, I didn't agree with it, but if you want to take that up.
No, I didn't want to just bring that up. I just want to know if you agreed with them or not.
I did not, no.
And this is for the initial paragraph in 46? These are comments she made?
Is it the
Yeah.
actual questions and A, B, and
I'm
C?
asking the question, she questioned some of the statements at the end of that first paragraph, but those really are just quotes from the affordable housing plan. So she said she thought it was biased, but I don't know if it presents a bias, if it's just facts stated from the plan.
Are you talking about the new red?
No, it starts where it says the Jamestown Affordable Housing Plan notes that everything after that is basically statements from the plan itself.
Nancy's point is that, is that this prequel to the questions, we're leading somebody to the point where they would have to answer these affirmatively.
See, I don't agree with that, but
No.
that was her point.
But that was her
Yes,
point.
yes, that was her point.
No, I don't think people are gonna, take that, anything other than with a grain of salt and go on and say, not in my neighborhood.
And this is really just a litmus test, how do people feel about, and really, this is really just big A, little a. D is, I think, is the little a. The rest of them just deal with how do you feel about duplexes and multifamily in your neighborhood.
Those are fine to me.
All right, let's move on. Public services and facilities.
Well, I'm sorry. It's definitely a good question, because I have no idea what you can respond.
I think it's a brilliant question.
The record is doing a feature article on that. I'll be touring the land in Johnston and filming all the requirements on Monday.
Good.
Private tour for Jamestown.
As long as you don't film my recycle bin.
Curbside.
All the rejects?
Oh, my God. I don't know what to do.
We're not gonna say.
All right, we're on to the profile.
On 50, I'm very concerned about this paper throw.
Okay,
Um,
does that mean you don't want to ask the question?
No, I would like to know if people would, instead of, do they just support paper throw, would they support increasing the fees at the transfer station?
As a method of encouraging recycling?
Sure.
But doesn't that get passed on by Island Rubbish, or does it not?
The fees, no, I'm talking about the people that have dump stickers.
Don't use.
That's not gonna encourage recycling.
I'm sorry.
Why would that?
This is questioning whether people support pay to throw or not.
Right.
And I think it goes beyond just recycling.
Yes, I think so too.
In other words, if they say, I support paper throw, or they don't support paper throw, you don't know whether they would also support increasing the fees at the transfer station.
But that, okay.